All right, the Web 2.0 Expo happening right now here in San Francisco. Joining us live from the conference is software veteran Ann Winblad. Now, in 1989, she and NBA All-Star John Hummer started Hummer Winblad, a venture capital firm that happened to invest in some of the first companies to devote themselves entirely to digital music, Napster. Now, Ann, we're glad to have you anytime, and I haven't seen you in a long time, so it's great to have you on the show. Napster was a big investment for you guys, you know, back in the last bubble. What did you guys learn from that, and what do you think the music industry learned from the Napster experience?
Well, what we learned is that there's, as devices get more reachable by users, including mobile, we really have a whole different environment now for music users. With the cloud, with mobile, with social, it's a completely different environment than we had with Napster. What we learned is music is always popular. Every age group, every type of customer, and people want to carry their music with them all of the time. Remember, Napster was the desktop era. We're in the mobile era now.
When you look at that space, given all that you learned through that terrible Napster experience, is there a takeaway lesson from a technology and from a software perspective?
Well, the difference we have here today with Amazon's announcement is that we've really got three different factions going on: social, mobile, and cloud. And I think we can lift this up a level in Amazon's announcement. It's not so much about the future of the music industry as it is the future of my data, my music, my videos, my photographs, all of my content. And Amazon just laid down the first announcement and a near-term delivery, preempting Apple, that they want to be my cloud. That's what this announcement is about. It happened to pick music today, and certainly that brings along with it all of the dynamics of the music industry. As you might guess, being Napster investors, the music industry doesn't consult us on what happens next.
Amazon doesn't have agreements with the big music labels yet. Do you think that that's a mistake? Are they going to forgive such a bold move like this?
Amazon's a very sophisticated company. They've been around for a long time. They've dealt with tons of vendors, some very unique industries. I doubt that Amazon is doing something foolish here, and likely behind the scenes there are lots of negotiations that are going on, have gone on. They are a company that is well run, has strategies at all times, and certainly know where they are driving this. So I don't think this is not a young entrepreneur trying to claim the music industry. This is a sophisticated team with a strong first mover advantage in the cloud.
And there's speculation that both Apple and Google are working on similar services. Why haven't they done this yet, and how did Amazon beat them to the punch?
Well, Amazon, if we go back to these three dynamics again, social, mobile, and cloud, Amazon launched Amazon Web Services in 2002. They have 400,000 developers on their cloud. They developed retail pricing for their cloud, which has been a competitive advantage for them for a long time. So they have the pole position in the cloud piece of these three market dynamics. They are bound to be first on many issues, and they know that sooner or later I'm not only going to pick my mobile device, my social framework, but I'm going to pick who owns my cloud, and they want it to be Amazon. They want to own my cloud, which means all of my data, not just music, but my videos, all of my digital content, anything that I might store or stream. They want to be on the Amazon cloud. They want me as a customer.
So, Ann, how significant is it then that Apple and Google are now behind?
Well, they are part of a big battle. As you know, Apple is building out data centers so they can move to a cloud strategy. Google has data centers. They deliver quite a few things on the cloud: search, Google Apps. But Amazon is a pure cloud vendor. They are the cloud platform today. This cloud platform area, even IBM has said that by 2015, they want $10 billion in revenue from enterprises on the cloud. Microsoft has deployed Azure. Certainly Facebook wants to be in the cloud business as well. This is all about the dynamics of Wi-Fi everywhere, high-speed broadband, the ubiquity of mobile, the mobile as the new desktop, and storage being not local, but in the cloud. There is a lot at stake here, not just the dynamics of the music industry, but hundreds of billions of dollars that represent the future of the computing architecture for what we call Web 3.0, not Web 2.0.
And let's get right into this. I love how you're segmenting these new innovations that really are the reason we've launched this show, which is mobile, cloud, and the third being social. Thank you. I'm remembering our own show and your investment themes. What are you investing in that area that's really got you focused on in one of those three sectors?
Well, if you look at what's happening from the standpoint of a customer, whether it's a consumer or your employees, again, one of the important themes is mobile as desktop, cloud as your storage and your back office. But behind those three entities of social, mobile, and cloud are tons of services. Payments, security, billing, software development, analytics, large data. We've been investors for a long time in enterprise, and we invest early in these companies. If you look at Web 3.0, it's about lots of communications and tons of data. And what that means is big data. We've been historical investors in analytics, from Hyperion to Omniture, and some of our new analytics companies include Karmasphere, which is providing the platform for large data, or called Hadoop, for analysts and developers. We also are focused on mobile with HTML5 and have funded Strobe Corporation, which is the leading vendor for providing this rich development environment for dynamic development across all mobile devices. In the analytics space, we have a fun company called Ace Metrics, which does overnight analytics on your TV advertisements, a $60 billion market in the U.S. alone, providing the same kind of solutions that Omniture did for the web 5 years ago. And last but not least,
explain that.
Yeah.
Let me explain that one. You lost me there. TV analytics, overnight analytics of advertisements? What does that mean?
What that means is that the moment your ads break, or even before your ads break, we can ingest. Ace Metrics ingests your ads, has hundreds of users perform questions and answers against an analytics platform, and they tell you whether you have a good ad or not. They tell you whether it's liked by certain demographics, incomes, household size, geographies, so that you know if this is an ad you should run or not. It also compares your ad in a universal scoring system called the ACE score to all the other ads running. So even if people do like your ad, it might not be a good ad relative to your competitors. And this is all done in near real time. So it takes one of the older industries, TV advertising, and turns it into the same dynamic industry that we found on the web.
And being a big investor in software, how is the appification of the internet impacting your investments in software? And is there any hesitance to invest in the big traditional software companies now?
Well, the appification is huge. In 2008, there really was, less than 36 months ago, we had the App Store open on Apple. So there were 500 apps and 0 downloads. As we know, by January, we hit 10 billion downloads on the Apple Store alone across 400,000 apps. The App Store environment on Apple, Facebook, Android is really a free on-ramp for hundreds and thousands of developers who are cutting their teeth as entrepreneurs. It's also a free distribution platform. It's changing the behavior of consumers and enterprise employees alike, who are expecting granularity in what's delivered. They expect to have access to lots of choices on the device of their choice, anytime and anywhere. And that is really moving innovation in the enterprise to the edges. So it means new development tools, new analytics, new security, new payment systems, new billing systems. So it is really opening up service architecture to support all of this behavior on both consumers and enterprises for us as early stage enterprise investors. So we've got plenty of candidates to consider here.
Ann, thanks a lot. We're glad you could join us for the show. Great to see you again, too.
Thank you.